I can't see a single storm cloud in the sky, but I sure can smell the rain.
But at least the good trend is this. Off to the south, some of these storms are collapsing near Atascosa County. An hour ago, very heavy rain, but look, we're losing a little energy in this. So as it's lifting to the north, it'll still bring in some showers over the next couple of hours, and so will this area. But at least we're starting to see some of these storms collapse, and that means rainfall rates will decrease. And that is a good sign because we still have a flash flood warning for the city and a flash flood watch for the entire region through tomorrow. So there's good news in the short term. I've got bad news in the long term. I'll be back with that, Sarah.
All right, thanks, Bill. Well, all the rain we've seen the past 3 days is making it hard for residents near Seguin to clean up damage caused by this weekend's tornado. Selena Hernandez is live in Guadalupe County with that story. Selena?
Sarah, it's bad enough that some people here have to deal with storm damage. Now they have to deal with this constant rain, and it's delaying their cleanup efforts.
Things like this just don't come through here.
Force of nature, sudden and unexpected.
This is part of the carport and roof.
A home left in shambles.
It's strange. It's strange. There's 715 square miles in Guadalupe County, and it hit our home.
A city left to mend.
Once we have all those totals together, we can see what public or assistance we can get, state or federal assistance.
A swift-moving tornado tore its way through 3 miles of South Seguin early Saturday morning.
It was a mess.
A handful of buildings here are still bandaged in blue tarps from the beating.
I have not personally seen the area affected like this.
Yet cleanup efforts here are slow going. Daily douses don't allow much progress.
Trying to save the structure floors from getting wet, but it rains every day and it's just a constant battle.
A battle to salvage what's left of area businesses and a 60-year-old ranch house.
A lot of work to do.
Now the hope is Mother Nature showers Seguin with sunshine and not rain. Now the tornado was small in scope but large in damage. We're told over a dozen homes were flooded, several businesses banged up, and as you just saw, one home was damaged. We're live in Seguin. Selena Hernandez, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Selena. The downpour of rain turning into a flood of rescues. Drivers are again choosing speed over safety, and that's forcing firefighters to rush in. Itza Gutierrez continues tonight's live team coverage. Itza.
But Ross, just this morning, San Antonio firefighters had to respond to 9 different high water rescues in just 1 hour. That's because some people are ignoring the warning signs of danger.
As the saying goes, turn around, don't drown.
Gauging the level of danger at a low water crossing takes common sense. While some people have it, others, well, let's just say they drive around the issue, hoping not to get caught. A word of warning, though, even if you can see the road, if there are barricades, you should turn around.
If the police happens to see them going around the barricade or through the barricade or moving the barricade, then they also can be cited, and the fine can range up to $1,000.
Okay, across the city of San Antonio, I am told that there are 53 San Antonio streets closed, and there are 117 low water crossings with barricades. And guys, take a look at this barricade right here. You know, when the barricades look tired of rain, it is definitely time to ask Mother Nature to give us a break. Reporting live, Itza Gutierrez, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
All right.
Forecast. Good news and bad news as we open with Viper 5 radar and flash flood warnings. The good news is that showers are collapsing on their approach to the city. The bad news is it's still going to be raining. TrafficNet 5 on a wet Wednesday commute, 35 at Weidner, down to a crawl. Emergency vehicles on the scene with a minor to major accident trying to read that TransGuide sign. You can see that truck involved off to the left. A lot of water over access roads, 90 at Leon Creek, underwater. So please be careful and make sure you're holding on tight when driving tonight. I got to share an email with you that I got. Listen to this. A family that moves in from Seattle. My daughter's here for tennis academy. She played about half the time she would have gotten to play in Seattle. I mean, if somebody from Seattle is saying what's with all this rain, you know we've got problems. Today's almanac, I'll show you a rain-cooled record low high, 78. That's the asterisk. We've never been cooler with an afternoon high of 78 on July 25th. 95 is the average for this time of year. Look at the bottom of your screen. Rainfall today, 1.95 at the San Antonio airport. With that just under 2 inches, here's what we did today. I showed you number 2 from 92, number 3 from 73. Well, welcome to the city's wettest year thus far. From January to July, we've tallied now 36 3/4 inches of rain. That is the wettest in city history from January to July. Here's what we did on the way there. 68 degrees with 1.5 inches right here at the KENS 5 studios. Most of you had at least 2 inches, even up to 3 in some spots. Now Viper 5 radar. As I mentioned, some of these storms collapsing on their approach to the city, and that's good news. Although there are a couple of good downpours out there. Notice up around areas north of the airport, even those collapsing. Notice Bexar County still shaded red. Flash flood warning for about another hour. We'll see if that's extended. It should expire. Wilson County under the same problem as so much water, and we've got nowhere to put it. Off to the south, we still have a lot of energy that's lifting off to the north, and that's why we still have a very good chance of rain overnight tonight and through tomorrow. See, here's the setup. It hasn't changed much. High pressure too far to the north to help us out. A low squeezes down a little upper level disturbance that is now parked right on top of us. In fact, this upper level low now is going to energize and sit still for the next 2 to 3 days. And that's why rain chances aren't going to be letting up in the next 2 to 3 days. Viper 5 forecast time for this evening. The flash flood watch in effect. Flash flood warning till 7, 73 at 10, an 80% chance of showers. Overnight, I'll drop it to a 60% chance, but the flash flood watch does continue. And take a look at the next 7 days. This cutoff low's on top of us. So a 90% chance of rain Thursday, 60% Friday and Saturday both. All right, so dense fog caused what tragedy at sea on this day? In 1956, it was the Andrea Doria. It sank after getting run into right off the coast of Massachusetts by a Swedish freightliner or cruise ship. Now, here's the interesting part. 52 people drowned that day on the Andrea Doria. One survivor, our mayor's wife.
That's
Linda
right.
Hardberger.
Yeah.
Linda Hardberger was on the Andrea Doria.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, really quickly, Seattle, only 18.6 inches of rain so far this year.
All year. We've doubled them.
Amazing.
Can you believe that? That's amazing.
That's amazing.
All right. Cowboys getting serious?
Cowboys finally getting serious, aren't they? Yeah, after that big party last